You ever notice that some people just get things done anyways? Not because they're smarter or they have more time, but because their mindset is built completely different. And today I want to break down the mindset of high achievers, the inner dialogues, and all the quiet things that makes the difference but nobody talks about. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Alex. And if you're on your growth journey, this video is exactly for you. And before we get into it, this video is actually part of my discipline series. So if you want to build long-term habits, strengthen your mindset, and really step into a higher version of yourself, you will love the other videos of that playlist as well. Because everything connects, and today's video is a foundation of that. And one more thing before we get into the video. If you ever feel like you need daily grounding and motivation during the week, I post that on my Instagram every single day. So if you want little reminders, you can always find me on my Instagram that you could see there. So see you there. Alright, let's get into the mindset of high achievers. Without further ado, you could see the chapters of this video that we're gonna cover. So let's get into chapter 1. They don't need to wait for motivation. Most people sit around and wait for motivation like it's some magical force that one day it will come across them. But high achievers don't. They know that motivation is a bonus point and not a baseline. So they rely on systems and not feelings. They rely on structure and not their mood. High achievers think that I showed up even when I wasn't feeling it, because the version of me I want to become deserves that. It's not about being perfect. It's about being consistent enough that the results will compound. Chapter 2. They practice self-honesty. High achievers don't lie to themselves. They don't sugarcoat excuses, and they can say things like, I avoided that task because I was afraid, because I was controlled by my fear. Or, I didn't do my best today. The key is that they don't shame themselves for it. They adjust, they learn, they keep going. Because self-honesty hurts for a moment, but it saves you years of stagnation. Chapter 3. They focus on what actually matters. Most people burn out because they try to do everything, but high achievers don't. They don't chase every task, they choose the right one. It's actually the skill to be selective and know what to choose. They ask themselves that, what actually moves me forward? What is just noise? What am I doing to feel productive and not really be productive? High achievers protect energy sacred because it is. They don't do more, they do what matters. Chapter 4. They think long term. Alright, this is one of the biggest differences. High achievers don't chase instant gratification. They think in months, years, decades, and not days. They're willing to choose a discomfort today for a version of themselves that they haven't met yet. That's not discipline, that's identity. Because their actions matches the person they are becoming. Chapter 5. They lean into discomfort. High achievers don't avoid the fear. They see the discomfort as a sign that they're expanding. They don't wait to feel ready. They don't wait to feel confident. They understand that confidence comes after doing and not before. They ask themselves that, what would this stronger version of me do? And then they do exactly that. Chapter 6. They have deep self-respect. This is the part that nobody talks about. High achievers respect themselves enough to show up. Because self-respect looks like keeping promises to yourself, resting when needed, not letting people walk all over you, having boundaries, giving yourself a chance to win. So when you respect yourself, you stop sabotaging your goals, you stop settling for the bare minimum, and you move like someone who deserves more. Chapter 7. They aren't afraid of being different. High achievers don't blend in. They don't need approval to keep moving forward. They stay focused, they stay committed. They're willing to look different now to create a life that will look beautiful later. So when you really look at the mindset of high achievers, it's not some mysterious secret. It's the little decisions that you make every day. It's the way they talk to themselves, the way they quietly hold themselves accountable, the way they keep moving forward when no one's watching or rooting for them. So if this video have helped you, go ahead and subscribe, like the video, because it really supports the channel and also it helps me to create this type of content to help you guys. So take what resonated with you out of this video and practice it in small ways. You don't need to become high achiever overnight. Just start showing up for yourself and the rest will follow. Thank you so much for staying with me till the end of the video. I really appreciate you. Hope to see you in the next one. Take care of yourself and bye-bye.